Hello everyone and welcome to this session on how to create unit tests for Java using JUnit 5. In this video I will show you how to create a Java project in Spring Tool Suite 4 and then create code coverage chart for the unit tests. So let me create a new Java project. So I named this new project as Hello World Project. I'm using Java SC10. I go click next. I don't need a module info file, so I uncheck the module info and then I create a new Java project. Now I have the src folder. I'll create a new class. I name this Hello World class. I will create a main method. I will generate comments. I click on finish. Okay, I should also create a package. I'll name the package as com.oyorooms.example. Finish. Now I got the new class created. I will add private members to this class. I'll call one as hello. I will call another one world. I'll create a new constructor. I just go to new. I right click. I say source. I say generate constructors from superclass and I generate. So now the constructor is generated. I will remove the to-do comment. I will say hello is equal to hello and world equal to world. So my constructor is ready. I will create a new method. I'll call this it should be a public method. I'll call this as form message. In this I will return a string which is hello plus world. Okay. Let me put a space also in between just for better formatting. So my method is ready. Now I need to do a testing. First manually I'm doing the testing, so I will create a system.out.println message. I will call the method form message. Okay, to call this method, since this method is not a static method, I would need to instantiate the class. So I say hello world class. I use autocomplete. I'll use again to create a name of hello world class and I say new hello world class. Okay, so now next step is I need to call the method. So I have hello world, so use the autocomplete and say form message. And now if I run this, okay, I need to place the semicolon. And if I run this as a Java program, I will be able to manually test this. So hello world is printed properly. Now let me create a unit test because I would like to test this again and again. So what I'll do is I'll go and I will say new JUnit test case and I will choose new JUnit Jupyter test. This is a new feature in Java JUnit 5. I will create the setup method and teardown method as well. I'll generate comments and my class and the test is hello world class, and as per the coding convention my test class will be called hello world class test. So it's a convention to use test as a suffix to the class name to create new unit test class. I will say next. I'll choose the method which I would like to unit test. I don't want to unit test my constructor, so I will not create a test for constructor because it's pretty simple, and I don't want to create a test method for main because that was just for my manual testing. But my core business logic is in form message method, so I would like to generate a test method for form message method, so I choose that, and then I will create this class. So I see a message, JUnit 5 is not on build path, please add this into the build path, and then my test class is ready. Okay, another better suggestion what I can do is I can use a separate package for my test classes. So I will rename this to say example.test, and I'll move this to a different package. So this way my production code and the test code is separated out. Now I have various methods, which is setup method. In the setup method, let me first create an instance of my class. So I will call instance, and then in the setup method, instance equal to new hello world class to call the constructor. Now in the tear down method, which will be executed after the test method has been completed, I'll just deinitialize it to null. So this is my setup method. Now I have to do the coding for writing the test. Again, the convention is prefix test on the method name to define this as a test method. So in this I will use assertion, which is for equality. So I say assert equal, and then I will use what's the expected value and what is the actual value. So I choose the appropriate method. So I will say my expected message is hello world, and the actual would be, I will call instance dot form message. Okay, and I may have a message if there is a failure. So string mismatch. Now my test case is ready. So just to compile it, I save it, and I will run this as JUnit test. So now the JUnit test will run. I see some failure. I see this is hello world. Okay. Okay. So there is hello world, but something. Okay. So it looks like I used a wrong method. It is expecting hello world and comparison failure. Hello world expected. Hello, what was? Okay. Okay. So it looks like I'll just remove this. Try this again. I'll rerun the test case. Now the test is successful. So now we see that okay, unit test is executed successfully. Now in case there is any change in the business logic, say we got some new requirement and we update existing code to have say exclamation symbol at the end, and if we run so manual test, this is what expected behavior. Now we just want to check what is the output in the test cases. So when I run this, I will get a failure saying that okay, hello world. It will show a bracket to show that okay, this is the place where some problem is there, and then exclamation is missing. So then I can just update my output, expected output, and rerun the test case, and after saving, now it will be successful. Now another question is okay, what is the code coverage for this unit test? So I see the unit test is passing, but to ensure whether the class is properly testable, if I have considerable amount of code coverage, then I will have better understanding whether it is properly unit tested, or I need to write more unit tests. So for this, what I have used is I have used a Eclipse plugin. So this is available in the Eclipse marketplace. I'll show you what is the plugin and how to install. So you can go to the marketplace, search for Eclipse, and then you will see a plugin. It's called Eclipse Java Code Coverage. So I've installed this. Once you install it, you have to restart your Eclipse IDE. And then once you restart, you will get some additional control. Now to get the code coverage, you would need to run the unit test with the coverage on. So now I have run this test. You see there is another view which is for reporting the coverage. So it shows me the details of what is my code coverage. So it shows overall I have in Hello World class 100% code coverage. So it has covered 33 instructions and there's no instruction which is missed out, and this total instructions are 33%. So what all instructions are covered, they will be marked in green. In case something is not covered, that will be marked in red. So let me add another method. Say I call this public string. I would say add message, and I would say return hello plus world. Then I run this again with coverage on. So you see it is highlighted in red because there is no test method added for add message. And this is also reflected, my code coverage has gone down. So as a next step, I should create one more test case to bring up my code coverage. So if I see my class, now it is 75% coverage, 11 instructions are not covered. I guess this instruction translates to the bytecode. So 33 instructions and 11 not covered, total is 44. So this was about unit testing and how to measure the code coverage. In the next video, I'll talk about mocking any objects and using it for unit testing. Thank you.